G'day folks, back again. I'm just going to continue on from this the previous episode. As you can see, the field is pretty much done. Bit of battle damage here from the actual planter, but now I want to go back and get this fertilised, and that way I don't have to worry about it. It'll be out of mind, out of sight until it's ready to harvest. So, and this will be some decent dollars here. So let's get stuck into that. That was a big episode, last one, and I can see that it was probably fairly boring to watch, but you know, it's going to set up the whole, you know, the rest of this playthrough. Let's go. Right. Whoa, I'm a bit top heavy here. Oh, that's why I must have pulled the forks off by accident. Okay, that's better. Now I'm balanced up. Just gonna get these in front of me a little bit. Chop into the cabin. Probably got better viewing. Right, and I'll see if I can get these. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to leave these seeds here. That's these are the remnants. These are the saplings from the poplar that didn't fit. No, this is the leftover box from the first pallet I bought, and I bought a second pallet to finish the rest of the field off. And what I'll do is I'm just going to empty both of these so they're together. But after we do our first harvest, I'll be using whatever's left here to fill in the gaps. Where did that go? Okay, that's behind me. Oh, well, not where I wanted to go, but it'll do. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back to the farm. I'm going to feed Blue 2. Going to get the fertiliser and do my very best to fertilise the field. I'm not sure how much fertiliser I got left. It should take the second layer of fertiliser because its original state from the first has changed. That is, the field was fertilised before I did the poplar. Now that I've put the poplar in, that's changed the field state to a different state, and now it should accept the fertiliser. Could be a bit of a gamble, but I'm pretty sure from memory that's the way it works. I'll find out anyway. Can't see any of these trees. I'll tell you what, you know, from the amount of mucking around I had with those trees, I think I'll buy myself a block of land and start tearing up these trees. I'm kidding, of course, but on a serious note, though, I think if I can at a later stage buy the land around the poplar field, like the peripheral around the field, I'll certainly buy that up to clear those trees out, because they really cause some pain putting those poplars down, getting those poplars in the ground, and yeah, I'm not sure if I can do that actually, but if there's any way I can, I will be doing that. And as for other blocks in the map that have got nothing but forestry on it, I'll still buy those plots, but I don't intend to be doing forestry. You know, I like my trees as well. So for the sake of keeping it green, I'll be buying the plots as per the whole aim of this playthrough, but I won't be tearing the trees down. Alright, let's go. I've got to get this somewhere too. And at a later stage, I will be investing in some chickens too. It's not necessarily a priority at the moment, but once I can get some grain in, that's one thing I'll be looking at. That's how okay, now I know how I disconnected the forks from the previous episode. I must have done that by accident. Crikey, I'm doing everything here. Nothing wants to stay. I'll have to come at a different angle. Okay, here, I'm going to muck around, drop that off. Which way? Well, I'll have to hop out here. I'm going to be able to get. That's why I couldn't pick it up. It's upside down. Alright, I might just push it into a better angle and then maybe connect it if I can. There, that'll do, I hope. Then I've got to hunt down the fertiliser. From memory, I think I'll put it in one of these sheds around here. I made a mental note to myself that I'd put it where the greenhouses were. Cool. Whoa, Mickey flip. And there it is, actually, I can see it. Just have to reverse into it. Reverse up to it, I should say. Gotcha. Alright, so what do we got? I don't want to be buying any more fertiliser at the moment. I think I may have enough of that field because it's got a huge spread. But what I will do is I'll pop over to the store and see if I've got any leftover bags. Oh, come on, mate, make up your mind. Nearly ran you over. Probably get you next time. So, yeah, we're just going to pop into the store first. It's not a big job, the fertiliser. It's actually quite a quick one. Probably the longest part of the whole job is going to be just driving to the field and back because it's on the other side of the map. No, I don't think there's any leftover fertiliser here, so I'm really going to have to just line it up and hope I got enough. Fertiliser as a rule is pretty it's pretty efficient stuff, you know. I should get a lot of mileage out of whatever's left here. A lot of coverage. Oh, I can't believe this. I mean, how fast have I got to do? I'm going 53. You think that'd be fast enough, wouldn't you? I swear some of these cars have got personalities. I've had ones that indicate left, turn right. Some of them fly up the side of me, jump in front of me, then brake check me. You know, fair enough, fair cop that, you know, a lot of times I take a shortcuts too with you know. But I really think the AI element in this traffic is developing its own personality. Each one of these cars. Keep half expecting one of these cars to give me a wave, something different like that. Now, I think this is our intersection from memory. Right, just pull that back into view. Now, there's where that car is, there's a turn off. This looks all too familiar. Better slow down, so I'm pretty sure it's around here. There it is. Sorry, mate. Didn't really want to do that to you, but I didn't want to muck around either. Now, what I was saying last time about crop damage, I was actually right. But if I hop out here for a second, I'll quickly show you. You'll notice I probably did mention it. I can't remember exactly what I said, but here's some crop damage from our previous episode, and it wasn't actually caused by the tractor. The tractor won't. I'm almost 99% sure the tractor's not going to cause any, even to the early stage of the harvest here, the crop here. This was done in 2 days. So this part here was done on, you know, like 2 episodes ago, and then this one here was done. This side of the field was done last episode. So even though this side here is more mature than the other side, it still won't be affected by the tractor. I'm almost 100% sure. But what caused the damage over here was the planter, the seedling planter. I'm not sure if it was part of the. I think it was part of its wheel. It's got big chunky wheels, and that's what squashed that. I thought it was a tractor, but it wasn't. Because in my mind, I was 100% sure the tractor doesn't do any damage. Anyway, we're going to find out. I hope I don't live to eat my words. So I'm just going to look at the map first, just to find out which, because I've got limited fertiliser and the trees are going to play a part in this. I just want to find the best way. I think what I'll do is I'll start from the other side of this field. Yeah, because I've got more runoff where the driveway is. That way I'll come out where the driveway is, gives me more runoff to turn the tractor around and turn the fertiliser off so I don't waste any. And as you can see, a lot of grey spots here. That's part and parcel of doing the poplar. But that will be fixed up after the next harvest. I'll probably throw some lime down. It might even be 2 more harvests away. But once I throw the lime down, the lime will, it'll let me know exactly what I can reseed, what parts of the field I can reseed. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, let's go around here. So I really hope I don't make a fool of myself with these. That's what I said about the crop damage, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to go roughly over here. I'll probably have to adjust as I go. I'm probably already, yes, you see the tractor is not causing any damage whatsoever. This is the part that I did 2 episodes ago, and as you can see, it's a different size and a different shade over here. And this was the portion of the of last episodes, and as you can see, no crop damage, so I'm not worried about that. What I am worried now, well, not even worried, but what I want to make sure now is the fertilizing that I do now is going to cover it pretty easily and quickly, because I've only got like maybe, I don't know, a third of the fertilizer of the tank. Anyway, let's go. I'll probably adjust as I go. Come back to that later. Well, actually, so I'm stopping already. That doesn't look like it's at full. No, it's not. I should have checked that before. There we go, that's full coverage. Just going to go back a bit. I'll fix up what I've missed later. 3B. See, I've already hit the sides now. So, and I'll check the map when I finish, just to make sure I haven't missed anything. I always use the in-game maps, because they're quite accurate. And that's what they're there for. Now, I did mess it up at the other end here because I had it set at a shorter working width. So it's just here, and maybe just on the other side. So we just go here, 3B. Alright, I might just check the overhead here. Yeah, there's a little bit I might head back for, somewhere around here. A bit more back, maybe here. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just give that a burst. See if that did it. And if it didn't, it means that it didn't receive the first coating. So I should be right on it now. There's pretty much no excuse. Right, that should do it. No, I'm not going to waste any more on it. Okay, that'll be done next time. That's going to stay like that unless I'm feeling generous and get it at another stage. Now here, hopefully this should just finish it off now if I can line it up properly. We shall see. 3B. Yeah, there's probably a couple of pieces I've missed already. It's really hard. Got angles and trees and oh well. At least I got plenty of fertilizer to get it done. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's just part near the driveway, and I'll just have another crack at that one. I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to get it done. The other possibility why it isn't done is maybe it didn't get seeded. It was prepped. Yeah, I'd say that's probably what it is. It was prepped before had 50% fertilizing before I started the seeding. It might be a little piece of the field that didn't get seeded, and therefore it's retaining its original 50% fertilizing, and it didn't receive the seed, so it's not taking the second. But I just want to be absolutely sure, and I'm absolutely sure now. Okay, so it's just a couple of pieces on the corner, and that's it. I'm going to call that. Get back to the farm. Pretty much leave this alone now. Pretty much leave this alone. I just want to do a little bit here that may have been missed. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it's not it. Okay, well, it's not taking it. And maybe just in here. I'll give it a spurt and see what happens. Okay, that seems to take a bit of it. A little bit over here maybe. How's that looking? Just a tiny bit over here. Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Yep, okay, well that's pretty much done. I'm not going to bother anymore. If it's not fertilised, it just means it either didn't take any seeds or missed the first application of fertiliser. Either way, I can't change it at the moment. I can change it later on, but not at the moment. Okay, let's get back to the farm. I haven't even checked anything yet. I'll give Blue 2 a feed. And I'll check everything else. I'll have a look at the other. I'll quickly look at the other crops on the map, and I'm literally doing, as I always do, doing the episode on the fly. I'll give the tractor a nice hose. That's one thing I can guarantee I'll do. In fact, that's what I'm going to do now. In fact, I think I've got some stuff at the wash bay that's waiting for a decent clean. So that's first. That's what I'm going to do first. First job after I feed Blue 2. Give him a feed. Yeah, and I'd like to take a look at the map and just see how things are going. We're really getting ahead now. It may not looking at the income, but seriously, we are seriously off to a good start right now. You know, we've got no debts, no bills. I don't believe in getting loans or leasing things, even though it's a perfectly normal part of the game. I just like to make it a little bit harder for myself. So we owe nothing. We've got incomes coming in from the lettuce. We've got incomes coming in from the sheep. Probably got some income coming from the honey at some stage. And by the time they're all 100% churning away, the poplar will basically, you know, be setting us up to buy some plots straight away. I'm really looking forward to see how much we get from that. It took a lot of work. It's only the second time I've done poplar, but straight away I can tell you it is an absolute. I'm lost for words. It's just a really good way of making some money. If you're prepared to do the work, absolutely it pays off. All right, let's turn this engine off. All right, I may not be able to reach it from here, but just have to wait and see. Who's first? This looks pretty clean. I'm not sure if I cleaned it. I know it's a bit dirty here. I'm outside the area already. Alright. I'll clean it here, then I'll walk around to see if I've got it all. That looks a lot better. Looks a lot better than what it did before. Alright, what about this? That doesn't look too bad either. Maybe I did give this a clean already. Yeah, it looks alright. I'm pretty sure it would have been more dirty than this. See, I'm out of bounds here. What about if I do that? Nah. If I come out the other side. I suppose I could always move it. Here we go. I think it's affecting it now. Yeah, I think that's cleaning it up. I can still see mud on it, but I think it is going. Get the forks done as well. I always seem to get forgotten. think that's my my limit to where I can come out. Well, I'm going to call that. That's pretty good to me. Certainly better than what it was. Right. I wasn't sure what happened. Okay. So let's find a home for the fertilizer. Are we going yet? All right. Let's just start that around there. I reckon I just might put one of these sheds here. I was going to put it in there. That's where the wool's going to go. Put the other one. Okay. Oh, put it already. Okay. Right, let's go give Blue 2 a feed. Where is he? I love the way they had the inclusion of a dog as a pet. Hey boy. You look way too relaxed, Blue. Way too relaxed. Alright, so lettuce is already churning away. Cool. It'd be good if we had some sort of whippersnapper. I think there is a mod. I'll have to look into it. That'll tidy this up. It looks a bit unkept. Okay, there you go. I'll just check the water situation. It's not terrible, but probably could. I'll do that maybe at the end of the episode. Okay, let's have a look at the other. Let's have a look at everything. I haven't checked the sheep too. I'll quickly check the sheep. They're pretty good. What else was I going to check? We're going to check the honey. I was going to check something. It hasn't. It'll come to me in a moment. So check the honey. I know it's producing. I'm just not sure what we're up to. Okay, so about a fifth of a load there. Fourth or a fifth of a load, something like that. And how's this going? Okay, a bit under half. That's actually going through quite nicely. So we got that. We got $6,000. A couple of lettuces. I'm happy to keep them there. Okay, I'm just going to go through everything. What's that for? Oh, that's moss. I don't need that. That was confusing me. Oh, how's our other fields over here? Okay, there are all the three fields. I just want to basically to see what needs what. We got weeds. That's right, because these are the first crops, and I haven't ploughed these fields. That's why they're bringing weeds. They all need lime. Wow. No, one of the episodes is going to be targeting. I'm not worried about rolling. And we haven't got water beds, so I'm not worried about that. Right. Okay. Well, they look all in pretty good health. I'll check the growth on it too. Yep. It's turning a slightly darker green, which means that they're close to a harvest state. Maybe a couple more shades of green. As you can see, the gold area here, that's the grass field. I don't plan to do a session today on this episode, but maybe next couple of episodes we'll definitely look into that. Looks like the sheep might be reproducing now. I'll just check that. Yep, we've got some newborns there, 1 month old. Sort of neglected the well, not neglected, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and enjoy the fruits with having a farm and having a nice sheep pen here with the babies, all very healthy. I'll leave you ladies alone. Just want to have a look at this. Now the grass is at a cuttable state, and that's one thing I've noticed with grass. Even though this is a pretty good length, I think it actually can go a stage longer. it'll show as harvestable, and you know, with the orange on the map, you know, like it is here. But I think it actually can go another growth, another month, get, you know, and get a better cut and get better value, get more out of the cut. But if you desperately needed the grass, yes, you can cut it before its prime state. Wow, now look at this. This is looking all right, isn't it? Hey, what's this barley? Cool. We're really it's really working out for us, this farm. And as soon as I get that, I'll be looking maybe to get some chickens, and that'll be another income coming in. Right now, I'm actually just struggling to work out what to do next. I think everything's just pretty much covered. So what I'll do is give the feed the sheep, put some water in the greenhouses. There's a couple of things we can do, I guess. I'll get 3 out. I think 3's I usually like to just throw a couple of bales in every time I walk past there. That way I know that it's never diabolical. Because, you know, it's going to take a drop of a hat. I'm going to be all out in the field all day, and you know, that's when you run out unless you've kept it topped up. I've learnt the hard way before. Then things just stop producing. Okay, so we'll do this, and we'll do some greenhouse after this. And while that's happening, I'll be having a good think about things. It's not going to be a terribly long session today because we really had a big one last episode. Excuse me. Alright, I must have left that running. Alright. Just got to get my bearings where everything is. Okay. I don't like the way it zooms in and zooms out. I know there's a mod I used to use in FS25 that prevented that. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll put the tanker in here. I was just trying to find out where I put it. I knew I put it somewhere safe, but yeah, I've started this episode completely unprepared, and I actually think that's the better way to do it, rather than have it all scripted out. That way you get to see my mistakes and how much of a clown I've been with a couple of things. What am I doing? I was lining it up to empty and I got an empty tank. Right. And slow down. Slow down, mate. It's not a race. Wheel alignment on this tractor. I think I'm going to have to retune my my steering. I did an update, and sometimes my settings, I have to reset the settings after any major update on the computer. Come on. It's funny, when you want it to jackknife, it doesn't. And when you don't want it to jackknife, you're fighting it. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, I'm not a bit worried then. It sort of started to pull me down a bit. I've already hit the water once. Luckily I didn't have to reset it, but you know, it is what it is. I hate that saying, is what it is. It's so easy to get something to do it. Of course it is what it is. If it wasn't what it was, then what is it? Don't mind me just being a bit crazy. Okay, here we go. What? I don't want to knock the pallet over. Straighten up that. I was a bit tunnel vision towards the the water barrel eye. Cool. I'll give the other one near the sheds a drink, and then we'll have a look. I'm not going to bother filling it right up. You know, we had a pretty boring episode. I don't want to say boring, but you know, I'm calling it what it was. It was boring. I don't want to be doing the same thing over and over again. this session, this episode. At the same token, at the moment I'm struggling to find out what to do because everything's pretty much done. I don't like just sleeping things for the sake of going to bed. I always like to try and find something to do. I mean, yeah, I'm not. If I really had to do something, I could go cut some grass, but I want to dedicate that to a session to an episode because it really is a big job. Not so much cutting it, but the whole process, cutting it, baling it, and I can break it up a bit. And next time I'll definitely when I do my next cut, I'm going to make sure, if I can wing it, that have a new baler. I don't regret. Why isn't that filling? I don't regret buying that baler. It's a pain in the butt to pick all them bales up, but it was the only option at this time, and it served its purpose. Absolutely, it served its purpose. But we get into a situation where we can get some bigger equipment that's not going to bust us all day on an episode picking up. Actually, it was multiple episodes picking up grass bales. But I mean, now that it's all done, you've seen that everything's in the shed, and it's so convenient. Right, I'll just quickly fire this up, and then I'm going to see what I've got to do. If you think I'm stalling, you're probably right, because I'm at the moment I'm struggling to work out what else we can do. No, alright, hold on. Alright, let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm not gonna. I know it's only half, but I mean, it doesn't go through that quickly. Next episode, I can always throw in a couple more. Stop. These brakes. Well, I say these brakes. It's usually all tractors, I should say. I've pretty much come to the impression that the brakes aren't 100%. Some of the car mods that I've used, I feel the brakes are good. There's always seemed to be a delayed reaction. I remember one particular tractor from FS25 could never stop it. It usually had to jump out of the tractor to make it stop. I think it was so old, it was just designed that way. As if to say, well, those tractors didn't have great brakes in their day, and they were just replicating it. Alright, listen, I'm just going to pull over here, get out of the way a bit. I'm just going to go through all my menus and see if there's anything that needs to be done. Okay, I'm just going to get out of here. I know it's not perfectly parked, but it'll do. So keep me happy. Alright, let's have a look at the equipment. So we got that there, can't do anything with that. Nothing to be harvested. Sheep have been fed. So let's go have a look at the slurry, see how much is there. If I can afford to buy a slurry trailer or something, it would be a thing to... where are we? Slurry. Oh, okay, yes, what's that? 11,000. I know it's not worth a lot, but I mean, something. So let's just see how much. Okay, well the tank can hold a fair bit, so I don't have to rush out and, but that's still an option. And I will be getting some sort of trailer to pick it up because it is a commodity at the end of the day. And we can see now that the wall is kicked over to halfway, which means the pallet now has got two bales on it. So that's at 400 kilograms. What am I looking at? Well, 500. Yeah, it's half a pallet. It's 400 kilos and 500 as in amount. So that's fine. Now they've been washed, they're clean. Okay. I think I am going to end it. I'm just going to look at the menu one more time because I've really got nothing to do. What's the time? 2 o'clock. Right. Well, I think next episode, I've pretty much got no other option to go and mow the lawn because it's still early in the day. I won't bother baling it, but that'll be that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and next episode I'll cut it, and if I can afford to, I'll buy a roller, a grass roller. That way it'll save me on fertilizer, because if you get a grass roller and use it straight after you've cut the grass, it actually adds a layer of fertilizer. Now you have to get the right roller. No point getting the roller that you use on the fields for your grain, because it won't have the same effect. It must be a grass, I don't know what they call it, but it's a grassland. Well, I suppose I can have a quick look now. Grass care, I think they call it, or something like that. The category? Grasslands. Okay. Grassland care. This is the roller. I think you can get a bigger one on the Mod Hub, possibly even by the same people. Dalbo. Is that it? Dalbo? Anyway, what this will do after you cut the grass, it will add a layer of fertilizer. So by rolling it, it somehow paints the layer for a layer of fertilizer. And once you cut it, you'll always get 50%. After you've cut a grass field, it'll always be 50%. So after you cut it and you harvest the grass, then if you roll it, it'll give you the 100%. So that's why I want to get that. And that doesn't cost, once you've bought this, it doesn't cost you anything from fertilizer. So how much is this? This is 17,000. Okay, well, 17,000, eh? So another 10 grand. Now, if I had a full load of lettuces, I think it's around the corner this way. If I had a full load of lettuces, that would do the job. Having said that, I'm also going to have wool. And if I sell the wool, the honey, the lettuce, I think I'd have a fair chance of buying it. You know, I know I'm spending a lot of money on equipment, but at the end of the day, you need the equipment to make the money. So that's why I'm doing it. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. There's not a lot to do right here. I don't fancy just jumping in and start doing cutting grass and turning it into a 2-hour episode of cutting grass. So next episode I'll make a start on that, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. So thank you if you made it this far. Thank you very much. Thank you for checking it out. Hope to see you again. The episodes are going to get less boring now that we've got more things to do. The worst of it was the poplar. Anyway, I'll see you later. Thank you very much.